Hi, welcome to the Spiritual Sense. My name is Meri. I am the creatrix of the Spiritual Sense, and welcome to the session where I am talking about creativity through astrology. I'm always looking for new topics to discuss and talk about creativity, and what better way to talk about creativity than through the lens of astrology, one of my many passions. We are all born creative. We are all have these inner children within us that when we were little, it was easier to live with a sense of wonder and creativity. And then as we got older, life, work, things got in the way. And I believe with astrology, the archetypes of each of the signs, the houses, it can unlock the secrets of each of these signs and unlock our creative potential. When I talk about these signs, please refer to your rising sign, but also you can check for your sun and moon signs. If you're not familiar and this is your first time looking at astrology through this lens, you can run your chart at astro-seek.com or any other website such as Cafe Astrology. You can just pull up your chart, enter your date of birth, time of birth. It's essential that you know the time because that's how you know your rising sign. And also place of birth, and then you can create your chart to find your rising sign or the sign that's in your first house. And your sun sign is your zodiac sign that you most likely know. And your moon sign is your emotions. So those are referred to as the big three. With that said, let's get started. So Aries rising, Aries sun, Aries moon. Your fifth house. The fifth house is the house of creativity. Your fifth house is ruled by the Leo. Leo in the fifth house is so on brand for Leo. You have a natural chart. So Leo falling in the fifth house is the house that Leo really rules. So creativity for you is very passionate. It's on brand. It's beautiful. It's flamboyant. It's expressive. Leo is ruled by the sun. You can also check your sun sign, and that is the sun. That is the sign that's going to support your creativity the most. Also, you can check what planets, if any, you have in the fifth house, and that can color how you express yourself creatively. So Leo is very expressive sign in the fifth house. And when it comes to creativity, that can be poetry, writing, dancing, art, film, acting, all of these things, plus many more. Don't limit yourself thinking the creativity field is only for the certain few. It is certainly for many. And our creative expression is healing for us and for others. So being and having a fire in the fifth house is very passionate. Embrace this passion for yourself and nurture it. You can nurture it like an inner child. Like this is your inner child, and how you nurture it depends on what brings you light. So, with that said, let's pull a card for your sign. Aries, unbound. Your creativity is something that is helping you release soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. It is as if your soul is rising up into the heavens when you are creating. You are unlocking something from the past. This is why in unlocking your creativity is so important for you, because it unlocks parts of you that you did not know existed, including soul contracts and the past lives. Um, Hope that message resonates. Now let's move to the next sign, Taurus. So Taurus, rising, sun or moon, your fifth house is ruled by Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So you can check your Mercury and see your Mercury sign, how your creativity is fueled through your Mercury, through your mind, your mental expression, your words. And this is what supports your creativity. And also check for any other planets that are in your fifth house to see how your creativity is supported and also limited through these various planets. For example, for any of the signs, if Saturn is in the fifth house, Saturn can limit your creativity. I'm one of those people. I have a stellium in the fifth house, and Saturn is one of the planets there. It can be very limiting in that it wants to restrict you and wants you to be a certain way. And we all know creative people can be very perfectionist. They don't want to put things out there unless it's extremely perfect. But it's important to know these things so that you can let it go. So, having the fifth house ruled by Virgo, your creativity may be nurtured through your daily routines, through words of affirmation, through writing, through journaling, and setting a routine for your creativity. Setting time for yourself creatively may help you a lot. Your creativity is very grounding for you. It's something that helps you be more present, and nurturing this gift is very important to you. Now let's pull a sign for Taurus. Card. Mintakan. So Mintakan card this is amazing. So this card signifies the Mintakan star seed. It signifies a soul that's yearning for their home planet, to find a sense of belonging, and they're the original light workers. And this is very on brand for your Virgo fifth house, because Virgo wants to be of service to humanity. Virgo wants to be of use. They want to do something good. So you expressing yourself creatively, you are connecting to part of your soul, your soul background, your soul origins may be Mintakan. Check out Mintakan starseed traits and see if online and see if that resonates with you. They are the original light workers. These people are extremely empathic, and they will give their whole heart to people. Very beautiful card indeed. And also it's very connected to mermaids. They were mermaids. So hope that resonates, Taurus. Now let's move to the next one. Now it's time for Gemini. So Gemini rising, Gemini sun, Gemini moon. Your fifth house is ruled by Libra. I am Libra. I have a stellium in the sign of Libra. You can also check your Venus sign and how it supports your creativity, because Libra is ruled by Venus. Having Libra in the fifth house means that your creativity wants to be very balanced. It wants to have various different things in your creative arsenal, whether that's a routine and also not having a routine sometimes, and just trying different things to keep a balance. Your creativity is peace is very important to nurturing your creativity. You want to have a very peaceful, creative routine, something that brings you joy and peace and beauty as well. You like and enjoy luxurious things, and having these kind of luxurious things can help you enhance your creativity. So buy yourself a nice, beautiful pink journal, beautiful golden pens, and luxurious things that help you enhance your creativity. Um, you can also study art, and this is for all the signs. Study art and see what really lights up your passion for your own creativity. I feel that with creativity, sometimes the opposites really are what brings creative visions to life. So having an interest in one field and having an interest in a completely different field, let's say science and spirituality, when you're interested in both, you can unlock some things that otherwise you wouldn't be able to, because you're expressing your opening your mind to different ways of being and different perspectives of life. And that unlocks a lot of creative insights. Before we move on, let's pull a card for Gemini. the crumbling. It is the Tower card. Something that you need to look at right now is what is something that you're clinging to. Mm, let's say, Libra can sometimes hold on to things in the fifth house that doesn't serve them. And um, sometimes you know what that is, Gemini. What are you clinging to and what are you not willing to let go in order to pursue your passions? Is there something that's limiting you? It can be a mental block, a trauma from childhood, trauma from the past, some kind of limitation that is not really serving you well. Sometimes when we don't face these things, they come crashing down on us. So you can do the inner work and find out what it is that it may be limiting you, and that's something that you're holding on to. Then you can simply let it go and surrender, for your passions will be revealed to you. It will flow to you like water in the most beautiful, precious way once you let go, because nothing is really ours. There is no sense in attaching to things because life is temporary. Everything is temporary. The minute we hold on to the grains of sand, it slips through our fingers. With that said, thank you, Gemini. Let's move on to the next sign. Cancer. Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon. I am Cancer rising as well, and I can talk to this house 4 days. Um, you express yourself in the fifth house to the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Mars. You can check your Mars sign and see how it supports your creativity. You can also check for Pluto as well. And any other planets that you may have in this house can color how you express yourself, Cancer. With Scorpio in the fifth house, your creativity is transformational. Your creativity can transform you and everybody around you. You're connected to the occult, to beyond, to things that you can't see. And these are the things that bring creativity to you. Like, for example, tarot, astrology, the occult, life after death, NDEs, near death experiences. And reading about this stuff is very something that connects to you. You just love these things that are supposed to be lighthearted in the fifth house. Your fifth house is deep. It wants to uncover things. Like, you're creative, so what? Like, you want to discover what is the depth of your soul trying to express. Like, what is the thing that is making you tick? um and the poetry that you write is really deep and it is so wonderful. I urge you to write down your thoughts, your emotions, and express yourself in any way that you can. And then later on, check what you wrote. And I can promise you, you're going to be really surprised by how deep and insightful your expressions are. With the Scorpio being influenced with the Pluto and transformational, this is the house that is really, really, really important to you, when it comes to your psyche and when it comes to your expression, your deepest expression of your soul. So let's pull a card for Cancer rising and Cancer sun and moon. And this card just flew out, so I'm just going to read it. The initiation, the rite of passage, crossing the threshold. You are being initiated to go through a passage, to go through a portal that you know only what that portal is. There is an inkling or desire within you, and you are wanting to go through it, or you have been nudged a certain direction, but you were not sure if that's the direction you should go. Trust the little feeling that you have. Trust the breadcrumbs that your soul is letting out to you, because you are being initiated into higher ways of being, into higher passions. And when you cross this passage, you're going to go on a journey. You're going to cross this passage and this threshold, and you will see a new way of being, a new way of living that you never thought possible. So I need you to let go of any preconceived notions of anything that you've known up until now. Let it go, because what's coming your way is something that you cannot even imagine. It will be way better than you can ever imagine for yourself. Okay, so let's move on. Cancer, hope that resonates. Leo. Hi, Leo. Leo rising, Leo sun, Leo moon. Your fifth house is ruled by the Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. You know, having Jupiter in the fifth house, it is just so incredible. Your expression is so wide and unlimited. You know, Jupiterian energy is just so abundant. There is no end, there is no limit to your creativity. I hope you know that, Leo. Check and see what other planets you may have in the fifth house, and that can that can color how you express this house. But having Sagittarius in this house also means that, you know, when you're traveling, it can bring new creative ideas to you. When you're with people with different cultures, you just love exploring different cultures, and spiritual truths come to you really easily when you're traveling. And you don't like to be bored with, you know, the routines and things like that. You like to have variety in this way. In your creative expression will come through with such powerful force. um, so Jupiterian energy is very expansive. It's jolly. It's fun. Um, it just has no end. You know, expect the unexpected with this placement, because you truly embody such beauty of the combination of the sun and the Jupiter expanding, you know, your light. You're like the light that shines on everybody that comes your way. Even if you're not feeling that good, you will always shine your heart of the lion onto other people. So let's pull a card for Leo. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. I feel like with Leo and this card is you are very protected from the other side. There's a council of light that is watching all over you. And I just talked about light this whole time, and how your soul shines, and this card comes through. Everything is orchestrated divinely for you to express your creations, to express your creative visions in your way. You have helpers in the subtle realm, and don't be afraid to ask for help, whether here or from the subtle energies on the other side, from the spirit, from the divine, from whatever you want to call it. It can be even from your higher self, reaching to the depths of your inner soul, your higher self, to gain um, intuitive insights. Sagittarius is connected to the super galactic center, and I feel this energy is something that was here when the planets, when everything was created. So having this energy is just so hard to express. Having the Sag in the fifth house with Sagittarius, like these spiritual truths are really hard to uncover sometimes. So take it one step at a time when you're expressing yourself, and know that when you are living your light, you are attracting your soul tribe. So that's it for Leo. Thank you, Leo. Let's move on to the next one. Virgo rising, Virgo moon, and Virgo sun. So you express yourself through the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So you can check your Saturn sign and see how it supports your creativity. Your creativity is very structured. You want to use your creativity for work. You want your creativity to work for you. So having a structure around it, like having a healthy routine around when you want to do something, and also using some kind of creative process for your work. Whatever you do, your creativity can support you in this way by having some kind of ritual that you use to bring creative insights to your job, to whatever work you're doing, or to just your creativity in the day to day stuff. It's just essential for you to have a structure around it. with Saturn kind of being here, it also can be somewhat limiting to have this in the fifth house, because you want perfection when it comes to creativity. You want, for you, it's, the Virgo and having the details of life. You want everything to be just so perfect. And this is not a bad thing, because what others miss, you will find. You will find things that others will not even be able to pay attention to. Your just attention to detail is so on point, and it's so beautiful. Also check and see if you have any planets in the fifth house, because this can color how you express yourself creatively. Um, More things about having fifth house in Capricorn is, so when it comes to structure of this sign in the fifth house, it actually can be beneficial. I'll tell you why. When you have other signs in the fifth house that are very limitless and very, like, let's say air signs in the fifth house, it can be not grounded. But having a Capricorn is very grounding for your creativity. Having limitations and set limits for yourself helps you be even more creative, because in the creative world, the more opportunities, the less structure you have. Sometimes it's harder to bring new ideas because structure and having limitations. And when I say limitations, let's say in marketing we have a brand. Once you have a brand, you have the colors and you have the fonts that you can use in your designs. If you don't have any kind of structure, then it's so open and it wastes a lot of time. You are very particular with your time, having Capricorn in this house. You know how to narrow down and what needs to be created and how you're going to create it, and you set structure for yourself. And sometimes your creative genius comes faster than you can actually imagine. Also, having Saturn here means that your creativity will come forth even later on as you get older. A creative expression can just blossom in most beautiful ways when you have Saturn here. Um, let's pull a card for Virgo. Imrama. Okay, Virgo. Where are you being called to journey to? That is your question. Where is your soul wanting to take you to unleash your creativity? What is the thing that you're wanting to do right now to open the channels of creative visions? Follow the nudges, follow the path, no matter how hard it may seem. It is there for a reason. So listen to where your soul is calling you to go and trust that that is exactly where you need to be. All right, Virgo. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, Libra rising, Libra sun, Libra moon. Your fifth house is ruled by Aquarius, and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Check your Uranus sign and how it supports your creativity. You can also check your Saturn as well, and check any other planets that may be in the fifth house, and that can color how you express yourself creatively. All right, having Uranus in the fifth house it is so powerful. Uranus is like a lightning bolt that strikes when you least expect it. All these visions can come to you when you're just doing something mundane. You're showering, you're washing the dishes, and boom, this insight comes to you. That is the power of Aquarius. Aquarius is out of this world. The energy is like I said, bolt of lightning that just strikes when you least expect it. And it's absolutely beautiful. Trust the insights, write them down, because something that also happens when you have Uranus strong in your chart is also, I believe that Uranus is connected to a Kundalini awakening. So sometimes this can come through as an awakening in your body that rises up from your root through your crown, and this insight comes through out of nowhere, and you just don't know like where it came from. It's important when these insights come not to freak out, and you may already have had this already, so you already know not to ground yourself and just to embody that energy and just start writing down what's coming through, because it will release, it will go, and it will be gone. But while you're getting this channel of information or channel of visions, trust it and write it down. um, Fifth house in Aquarius also is about having a group of friends around you. This can also help nurture your creative gifts as well. Um, because Aquarius is really a sign of friendships. It is a sign of hopes and dreams and friendships, and having a really good group of friends that help nurture you and you nurture them helps you express your creativity. Also, with the Saturn there as well, it has to do something with timing and somewhat a structure as well. You're also very structured, similar to Capricorn in the fifth house, and that structure is important to you. But you also like to let go and be more open and more flowy, with the Aquarius, the water bearer. Let's pull a sign for Libra. Keep saying sign, but it is what it is. I guess that's what needed to be said. Let's pull a sign, and the sign for you is, or card, is a leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. It's so on brand for Aquarius, because Aquarius is just literally like, let's just do it, and then, we'll think about it later. It's just the ideas come and you just go forward. You trust yourself. You just do it. You go first, the universe will catch you. Take the leap, Libra. Take the leap. Having Aquarius in this fifth house is really good for your creativity. It's really good for you to step out of your comfort zone. Take the leap. You go first, and universe will catch you. That is your message, Libra. All right, next sign. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio rising, sun, and the moon. Your fifth house is ruled by Pisces, the most creative of all the signs. Um, Check your Neptune sign and how it supports your creativity. You can also check your Jupiter as well, and any other planets that are in your fifth house. Having Pisces in the fifth house, it is so dreamy, it is so unlimited, it is so open, and it's just connection to the divine in a day-to-day basis. Your creative juices come forth when you're connected to the divine. You are connected to this unconditional love when it comes to your creativity, and it's just passionate, and it's just beautiful, and it sees beauty and wonder in all things and all beings. It's as if your fifth house of creativity embodies all of the signs that came before it. All 11 signs are within you, and any of these energies that you want to access, you can access in your fifth house. um, Poetry is really big. Singing, dancing, all of these are really big for Pisces fifth house. Um, Also, dreams, being connected to dreams. Pay attention to your dreams and check your Neptune, what house and what sign it's connected to. It may show you where dreams are about and where your dreams are kind of what they're pointing to. Um, for example, you can get messages through your dreams, and this is for all the signs really. You can get messages through your dreams, but the reason I say this for the fifth house is it's connected to your creativity and the creative light that you bring to the world. Your fifth house is very go with the flow, so you don't really want a routine and things like that. You strive when you just do what you feel like and you follow your intuition. It's a very feminine sign. Divine feminine is really embodiment of the Pisces and Neptune. Let's pull a card for Scorpio. Transformation. So on brand for Scorpio. Things are changing at a cellular level and deep healing is occurring. Okay, Pisces, fifth house, Scorpio, sun, rising, and moon. When you are creating, whatever it is that you're creating, and this is for everybody, please don't think creativity is just art. Like I said before, it can be anything. Anything that you're creating from anew. You're creative. We are creative beings. We're always creative. When you create, when you're in your creative flow, You are transforming and you're healing parts of you, your inner child. You're connecting to your inner child and you're deeply, deeply transforming. That is why it's important for you to have these creative rituals, even if you don't have any routines. Have time that you set for yourself where you're just going to wander, where you're just going to, have freedom to create whatever it is that you want to create, like throw like paper, throw colors on a wall or something like that on a canvas. Um, Express your heart, express your soul, because it'll bring you divine healing. And that goes for all the signs, not just Scorpio. I believe strongly that creativity is healing us. Our own creativity is healing us and unlocks creativity for all others. So thank you, Scorpio. Let's move on to the next sign, Sagittarius. Okay, Sag, your fifth house is ruled by Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars. So then you can check your Mars sign and see how it supports your creativity. Having Mars in the fifth house makes you really passionate. Like your creativity is really kind of Martian. Your creativity wants to be, you want to be creative in the gym. You want to be creative in the sports. You just like, you're physically creative person, like it's in your body, like it's something that you feel, something that just you are. It just comes through having Aries, in this fifth house. It's just passion, it's beautiful. And you're also pioneer in your creativity comes through. You want, Aries, whereas Aries in your chart is where you want to be first. You want to be first in this area. You want to be first to uncover some kind of creative potential within you. Check and see what planets you have in the fifth house to see how you express yourself creatively. So having, being in the gym, having some kind of sport helps you express yourself creatively. Also debates and things like that is helpful, where you're doing some kind of fight. You're fighting for something. It's important for you to have to fight for something in this fifth house, to have something that you believe in and you fight for it. um, Very passionate, Marjan, like I said, in the fifth house of creativity. Very passionate house, sign, Sagittarius. And I was really thinking about this card and it just came through. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Um, so, Sagittarius, there's depths within you. There's something within you that is hiding, that wants to be expressed. And you feel the nudges sometimes, but sometimes you get so busy and that you really kind of suppress it and shake it off. But I'm telling you right now, this card, this sign means that you should trust the niggle that is leading you somewhere. So trust where you're being taken. Like I said in the beginning, creativity comes through with opposing forces, opposing fields, opposing things that may not make sense. So if all of a sudden you get an interest that you want to do something completely different or try some merging two different things that don't make sense, just do it. Trust yourself. Believe that you can start new things because you are the pioneer. Your fifth house is in a cardinal sign. So you want to be first. You want to start things, and you may even just start things and hand it off to somebody else. But it's important for you to just start. You're a pioneer when it comes to the fifth house, to your creativity. Trust that and be the leader that you are. All right, Saggy. Thank you. Next sign, Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Your fifth house is ruled by Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So check your Venus sign to see in what sign it's in and what house, and this is how your creativity is supported through this sign. Having Venus here is really means, just like having the Libra in the other reading, was having Venus there just makes you feel more Venusian connected when it comes to creativity. You like the luxurious, the finer things in life. You like to have nice things, because having Taurus here is really important, to have nice things for your creative routine. Having, nice journals or nice paint set if you're painting, or having, even nice, luxurious clothes, let's say. Just having luxurious things really makes you feel really connected and grounded as well. Capricorn, sun, rising, or moon, you're a very grounded person, and Taurus just deeply grounds you even more. It is a stable, it is a reliable sign. And having the sun in the fifth house means that you can always trust and rely on your creative potential, having this inner self-worth that's unshakable. And you are a beacon of light when it comes to your own inner self-worth to others. You just shine this inner worthiness that you do not need any validation from others. Your creativity just comes through as it just is. It doesn't have to prove a thing. And that is just beautiful. You just create for the sake of creating and for the sake of having beauty and awe in life. Let's pull a sign for Capricorn. Again, in Brahma, a same thing here is, my computer's trying to mess with me. Nope, not today. In Brahma, you are being also asked, where is your soul being called to journey to? Where are you being called to go? Trust where you're being called and don't dismiss it. Don't dismiss these little nudges. And with Taurus, you can be a little bit more grounded and not really trust the little insights that you get. But tap into the Scorpio, tap into the depths of that may come through, and trust that you're being led to where you need to go. Excuse me. Getting over the sickness. So, beautiful Capricorn, where are you being called to journey to? Trust that that journey is taking you where you need to go. Your Venusian dreams are calling you. What are they? Have you had any Venusian dreams? Have you had any dreams of beautiful Venus? Very connected to Venus here. And okay, next sign. Thank you, Capricorn. Excuse me. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, your fifth house is ruled by Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Check your Mercury sign to see how it supports your creativity. And also check any other planets you may have in the fifth house. Having Gemini in the fifth house, it means that you're very vocal and expressive. You are just like a little bumblebee of creativity. You just want to express, you just want to learn, and you just want to teach others of all the little things that you're learning and all the big things you're learning. And check your Mercury sign and see how your mindset is supporting your creativity. Your mind should support your creativity, Aquarius. Wherever you have Gemini, I feel like this is where your genius is, and you're having genius like here in the fifth house is just so amazing because you can have all these really beautiful creative visions that come to you, and sometimes you may have a lot, so you need to ground yourself. What can you bring to life now? What's bringing you love and joy right now in the moment, and focus on that. Gemini in the fifth house also, it's really important for you to express your energy in a written word, whether that's journaling, writing, speaking, doing stuff on video. Listen to that because that will help you express yourself. All right, let's pull a card for Aquarius. Awakening, so on brand for Aquarius. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. So, Aquarius, you're being asked, you're awakening to a new way of being. You're awakening to a completely new perspective. Trust yourself that this awakening is bringing you where you need to be, and take the leap. You're also getting energetic upgrades. Trust that these upgrades are preparing you for what's coming to be your way, what is coming next in your life. When we receive energetic upgrades, we do need to take time to rest and recharge, because that helps us integrate these new energies. Even though you feel the opposite, you feel kind of really excited that you're getting the upgrades, you just want to do stuff. That's exactly the time that you need to just take a little step back and slow down and take time to recharge your energy and to integrate that. Hope that resonates, Aquarius. All right, next sign. Thank you, Aquarius. Pisces. And last, Pisces. Pisces, your fifth house is ruled by Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Check your moon sign and see how it supports your creativity. So having moon here, I think it's more important than any other placements, if I may say, to be connected to your creativity, to having like some kind of routine where you consistently create something from the heart, because that is extremely nurturing for you, because you have the fifth house in Cancer. Also, your home is your place where you have your creative potential being unlocked. Having a nice nurturing environment at home, a space where you can just create just for yourself, and that's just set for yourself. It connects you to your home, to your ancestors, to your house, wherever you may be. Having this place for yourself helps you nurture your creativity. And also with the moon having been in the fifth house, you, watch where the moon is located and moon phases, because they change, so frequently every 2 days or so. You can connect to different phases and different signs of the moon through having certain rituals and during these phases. So when you want to create something, look at where the moon needs to be optimally, and then set your schedule to be doing that thing during the moon phase or moon sign that you're particularly trying to tap into. So that's the beauty of this Cancer fifth house, is you can use the moon phases to channel different things at different times of the moon and different phases of the moon. So very important. And also having water in the fifth house, it means your emotions are really connected to your fifth house of creativity. For everybody, yes, emotions are connected to our creativity. But for you, even more so, it's important that you have emotional expression, emotional and heart connection to your creativity, because that is what is truly healing for you and for others. Now let's pull a card for Pisces. Take a break. Life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. All right, Pisces. Are you doing all the things for all the people? Get off the treadmill. It's a sign that you need to get off the treadmill right now and trust the seasons, trust the timing of your life. And to get off the treadmill, just stop doing all the things and maybe do nothing. And, when you do nothing, then you might be getting some new channels of creativity opening for you. It's the future, what it needs to be. And sometimes when you do nothing, things come forward more than anything. Like for me, like this reading right here came through when I was just like not doing anything, and I just felt kind of scatterbrained, where I was doing a lot of things for a lot of different things that I really didn't feel connected to. But then I had this insight that came through, and I just felt so connected. I wanted to record this. So even when where nothing seems like it's happening, Pisces, everything is happening behind the scenes. Your moon connection is very strong, and trust that everything will come to you in divine timing. You are a very nurturing sign, and you do a lot of things for a lot of people. So sometimes you just need to take a step back and nurture your own self, your own energy, take a bath, take a walk, connect to water really more than anything. If you have a beach or something nearby in your town, rivers, whatever, like connect to water. It's just very healing for you. So Pisces, hope that resonates. Thank you, Pisces. Um, Lastly, I will just like to say, please follow me, The Spiritual Sense. My name is Meri. Follow me here on YouTube. I also am active on Instagram. I also have Facebook and TikTok as well. Please follow me, The Spiritual Sense, and like, comment, and share if this resonates. I also would like to know if you'd like to see more videos like this, perhaps maybe human design and creativity. I'm also a human design reader, or anything that has to do with the creative field. I am a designer myself for decades. If you need any other tips of how to unleash your creativity, please comment and let me know. Love you guys. I hope you have a very awesome day. Bye bye.